All right, hey guys, this is Keith Kearney. I am here today welcoming you to the Lead System Network Hangout. We have owners Clinton and Ashley here with us today. We're going to hear from them as well, along with some top leaders like Cater and Chris. So guys, we have a powerful hangout for you. And first of all, what we want to do is start by thanking the LSN affiliates for taking time out to be here on this hangout and to watch this recording. You guys are the people that have identified yourselves as leaders within this industry, and we just appreciate you investing time in yourself and learning more about this company and working on yourself to build your business here at LSN, because we honestly feel that we have something unique here with Lead System Network. The vision for this company, guys, is amazing. In the direction that we're headed, we want to bring as many people as we can with us. So first of all, I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about the vision of LSN, guys. I mean, we have products, of course, that every network marketer will need and use. And whenever you analyze a company, or you look at a pay plan, or you look at a way to make money on the internet, you have to look at the products, okay? So we understand the products are the backbone of any real company. When you take a look at these products, guys, they just make sense. They're affordable to the masses. You know, in a bad economy, in troublesome times, you need products that people can afford, and you need products that people are going to use, okay? So we have that covered here at LSN. Something else about LSN, which I feel is really powerful and unique, guys, is that we have a pay plan that most of the money in this pay plan is within the first 3 levels of the team bonus system, okay? So this is not typical in this industry. You'll find a lot of companies, they put a lot of the money down lower in the pay plan, and that's simply because the companies understand that the average person is not going to come in and build teams of thousands of people, okay? So what LSN did, and Clinton and Ashley, and you guys put this together for us, you really thought about the average person taking a look at this business. You thought about the people that might just come in and build a team of 40 or 50 people. In my opinion, that's really a realistic idea, that you could come into a company like Lead System Network, you know, with the power of this team bonus system and with the power of everybody working together, and build a team of 40 people and have that ability to earn $1,000 a month or more in monthly residual income. So guys, I just want to thank you for creating this pay plan and setting this up for us, because this is truly something that everyday people can look at and say, you know what, I can achieve success here with LSN. Now I want to talk a little bit about the mindset, and I'm not going to take too much time up because we want to hear from all the speakers here, guys. But with any company, whether it's a traditional business, whether it's an online business, there's a certain mindset that you need to have when going in, okay? So you have to understand now that you are your own boss, and you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And that's what's really great about network marketing and about being a part of this industry, guys, because there's always leadership that's above you that you can look up to, okay? So when you get started, you have to realize that you will have to roll up your sleeves and do some work, okay? There's no hand that's going to pop out of the computer and dump money on your table. That's just not going to happen. The reality is that work, it will require work in order for you to succeed and make money. But I can tell you right now, guys, the work that you put in now is well worth it, okay? When you look at a traditional 9-to-5 job, and you look at the amount of time that people will put into their job, and the amount of money that the average person or the average American will retire with, and then you take a look at the network marketing industry, you know, I think when you look at network marketing as a whole, you realize that you can work hard for 2 or 3 or 4 years, and you can build something that can sustain a walk-away income for you, but you have to have that business builder's mindset. You have to understand that success is not going to happen right away, and you have to be willing to basically come face to face with those many failures that you will meet along the way, and that will happen, guys. So we don't want you to get discouraged. We don't want you to think that this is something that you can't do. When you meet up with a little mini failure in your business, you want to head that failure face on and learn from that failure and turn it into a success, guys, because truly it starts with what we think. You know, our brain is a really powerful computer. That's the way that I look at it. So what we put into our brain is ultimately what we're going to get out of it, okay? So if we're thinking about building a business and we're selling out to the products and we're selling the event that the way we should be, and we're going to hear from some of the leaders about this event and how important this event really is to us. It's coming up in Orlando, Florida, September 26th and 27th, guys. This is what the business builders are focused on. They're focused on building their business. They're focused on cheerleading the system. They're focused on going from one event to the next event to the next event and bringing their team with them. And that's probably one of the most important things that we can share here with you today, guys, is understanding that building a business, this is a real legitimate online business that will take some time to build, but because we've set up the pay plan for the average person, it doesn't need to take forever. Now, how long that takes, that's up to you. We can't give you specific numbers, guys. We can't guarantee income. We can't do any of that because everybody learns at their own pace. They work at their own pace. But we can tell you here that the numbers do not lie. Okay, so if you come into this business, you work the system, you put the people in, and you have that no-quit attitude, and you have that, you know what, I'm not going to accept failure as an option attitude, and you can move past that, and you can really make a life-changing income here with LSN. So I think what I'd like to do is bring on Cater first. And Cater, you're an awesome leader in this industry, man. You've been just killing it with LSN right now. You're all about the products, and I know that you're selling out to this event really hard, so maybe you can share with us a little bit about the power of the event and what you plan on doing down here in Orlando.
Man, thank you so much, man. Truly appreciate it and feel honored to be on this panel. And I've been watching you guys. I've been seeing the company. It's totally powerful, guys. If you're watching this Hangout, you're watching this webinar, you have the chance to be part of something that's going to revolutionize the whole industry. That's how powerful the system is. LSN, people didn't have to sell it to me. You know, I went into it. I saw the tools that's in there. For someone who's been marketing online for over 4 years, when I saw it, it's like my dream. Clinton actually logged it into my head and saw this is something that I wanted, and he put it together, guys. Having all the tools in one place makes such a big difference. And, you know, I was all cool with the tools. I didn't care because I went in there and I saw the tools. I'm like, wait, they have all this stuff for 30 bucks. That's cool, right? I was not paying attention to the compensation plan. But when I looked a little bit deeper, because, you know, I was making some income already online, and I looked a little bit deeper, I looked at the income. It's 100% commission. Like, wait a second. They actually give me all the money for selling these tools? That is crazy. You know, I said, wait, you know what, I'm going to run with this stuff, right? So I get paid 100% commission on everything straight up to my bank account. This is unheard of. This is powerful, right? Then I went through the products, right? Because compensation plan can fail, whatever. But if the product is a solid product, right now, you know, I probably wouldn't be making any money with LSN at all. I will still be using the product because I use them every day, all my capture pages. If you're a leader or you're someone who got into the company and you're not using the tools, you're not going to see the value. So if you're watching this, you're new, I encourage anybody, just go to your back office. Check out the capture page. Set up one for yourself. You know, do some solo ad. Check out, you know, attract the stuff, man. Your capture pages, the company's capture pages is converting higher than 50%. Any of the one that's back there already pre-made. I tested about 5 to 10 of them. They are all converting at least 50%. Guys, this is powerful just for template capture pages. Most people tell you in this industry the numbers are about 30 to 40%. These capture pages are converting at 50% for templated capture pages that's already back there. So to me, I'm using the tools. I was already sold on it. I said, man, this is really powerful. When it comes to power of event, guys, event is what's going to change your life. Because it allows you, when you're at home, you're dealing with the negativity with other people, your friends, people that probably don't believe in what you do. They don't believe in business online. They might see you as a scammer. But when you get to an event, you can get around people who's going for your dream, for your goal, that has the same mindset, that has the same vision as you. I could tell you, you will not go back home as the same person. Because when you get to that room that is filled up with entrepreneur people that has the same spirit, that has the same drive, that wants to be their own boss, that wants to change lives, and that wants to go do big things in life and inspire a lot of people, that energy just catch up to you. And when you go back to your house, man, you are ready, man. You feel compelled that I gotta do something, man. If this person can do it, when you hear somebody else's story, you can actually shake their hands. You can feel them. You can take a picture, a video with them, and you see that, man, this dude Clinton, he's a real person, you know. He's not just this guru that I see on the internet. They are real people, and that gives you that feeling that, man, if Clint can do it, right? If Ashley can do it, if I can do it, so can you. We are no different than you. I put my shirt on the same way that you do, and sometimes we can be starstruck with people that we see online that are making it happen. It's just that we have a passion and a desire to never quit, and we was gonna get it no matter what it costs. So when I went to an event, my life changed. Just go to the event with a positive attitude. I was listening to a mentor when I came online. He said, you're gonna go to that event, you're gonna find someone that's gonna change your life. You're gonna find your next business partner. You guys gonna get connected together, and something magical is gonna happen. I just believed it. I didn't care how it was gonna happen. I just believed it, and I went to that event. Man, I met so many people that changed my life in the next year. It's totally powerful. Guys, get to the event. If you're watching this, you haven't made plans to come to Orlando, I don't care how you get there. I don't care if you got to take the bus. I don't care if you got to, let me share a story real quick. My first event I was going to go to, an internet marketing company. I didn't have any money to buy my ticket. I didn't have any money to buy one of the top 2 product in there. It was $3,000 for that product, and my ticket was going to cost me $1,000 to get to Houston, Texas. I didn't have the money. I didn't know how the heck I was going to get the money. Guys, I had so much faith after I listened to someone that told me if I get to the event, it will change my life and my business forever. I sold my car. I sold my car. Can you just imagine? I sold my car to get to the event. When I'm coming back home, there's no car. But I believed it so much that I invested in myself. I went to that event. I met the people that had the knowledge that I wanted, right? If you put a winner in a winning environment, they're going to go win. So the winning environment is at that event. You find all those people that's winning in their businesses. You come around them. You can pick up so many different ideas, so many stuff. When you come back home, you just implement that stuff in your business. It change your lives forever. So I'm not going to keep going, guys. I mean, we'll get to talk a lot more, but, get yourself to Orlando, man. It will change your life. I can guarantee you that.
Wow, that was great, Cater, man. You did an awesome job, and it's no wonder that people that experience that kind of success, they burn their bridges around them, and they do whatever it takes, because where there's a will, there's a way. And there's actually a short story in Think and Grow Rich about actually this general that burns his boat. He gets on this beach, and then his men look at the boat is burned, and he says, look, we have no way to get out of here now, so we either need to fight and win, or we're going to die trying. And it's that attitude that gets people to the event and changes people's lives, and I love that, Cater, so that was awesome. Chris, we're going to call on you next, man, if you want to share with us a little bit.
Yeah, can you hear me, man? Cool. Great job, Cater. Great job, Keith. Excellent presentation this morning so far. And, I want to pick up a little bit on the event here in just a second, because we really want to build momentum up to the grand launch celebration at the end of September. We're going to be talking a lot about it. We definitely don't want to burn people out on it, but this is the most important thing you can do as you start your journey with LSN, because the reality is, guys, LSN is going places, and you can choose to come along with us, or you can sit on the sidelines and keep doing the same thing you've been doing and just stay at the same place you've been. So we're going to talk to you about that here in 1 second, but one of the things that I've had the privilege of talking to Clinton lately about some of the tools that are available to the free members, and I just want to mention some of these things, because I think there are a lot of people out there that don't realize what you get as a free member of LSN, and the point here is not to push the free membership. The point is to get those of you who are leaders, who are already upgraded, to be able to get people plugged into LSN with an amazing strategy that you can put around this concept. One of the biggest things that interests people when it comes to online marketing is, one is traffic generation. That's the number one thing. The second thing is list building. People realize, they understand the importance of being able to build a list, and they understand that the money is in the list. So with LSN, I just want to mention this because I think it's really important that you understand how you can go about promoting this. We actually allow free members to create a capture page using the LSN system. Now, they can only create one capture page, but they can create that capture page to work just like any other capture page that you create would work, and promote any opportunity literally using the free capture page that they create. Now, they also have the ability to access the autoresponder. And the autoresponder, Clinton, I'll pass it over to you here in a second so you can explain it in a little more detail. But the autoresponder is actually unlimited. So you can create an unlimited number of follow-up messages. You can send up to 2,000 emails a month, and you can build a contact list of up to 5,000 subscribers. So you can build your list to up to 5,000 people on the front end of LSN as a free member. And this is a great capture page to use the capture page tool, use the capture page wizard, put together a funnel, create a custom capture page, telling people that they can build a list of up to 5,000 people for free when they plug in. Now, you don't necessarily want to tell them what they're plugging into on the front end because you don't want them to go away from your capture page and Google LSN. You want them to actually plug into your list, plug into your LSN downline, and then educate them on the back end through your own follow-up series. But this is a great way to get people involved in your business. It's a great way to follow up with your prospects by creating a free video showing them how they can actually, set the free tools up, follow up with your prospects through 3 or 4 message series or even a 7 message series that really explains the benefit of going pro. That's ultimately what you want to do. You want to get qualified yourself for the team bonus, but you also want to get as many people involved in that team bonus system as you can. So through this funnel, you want to take them through the process to going pro, and it's a great front end. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that, make sure that everybody knew that you do have the capability of doing that, and it's a great way to promote LSN on the front end. Now, it's your responsibility. One of the things I love about the way that LSN is set up is it gives you the ability to completely brand your funnel to yourself. Okay, so there aren't a bunch of pre-written autoresponder messages written by the company. I think we are going to be adding some of those as an option. But it's so much better if you take the time to write your own autoresponder follow-up series. If you relate to people as yourself, you come across as who you are with your personality and add your experience so that they realize they're joining a true leader. They're joining somebody who really knows what they're doing and who's really going to help take them down a path that's going to help them be successful. So really commit to doing this. Commit to creating a front-end funnel, a front-end capture page into your funnel. Commit to writing your autoresponder series and associating that autoresponder series with your lead list so that you can not only get people into LSN from creating a free account level, but so that you can follow up with them and get them to go pro. And ultimately, what you want to do is you want to get them to go master distributor, which means that you need to be at the master distributor level in order to drive people through your funnel to the highest level of LSN. That's the perfect purpose of a funnel. If you've ever read Magnetic Sponsoring, if you've ever read the concept of attraction marketing, you want to start people at the lower levels and you want to stair-step them up until they get to that master distributor level. And the only way that's going to benefit you is if you yourself are at that master distributor level. So just a little bit of training today on today's webinar, but in closing out my section, I don't want to go too long, and I can be long-winded, I'll tell you what. But I encourage you to make the commitment to get to Orlando. Cater, I love your story about what you were willing to do to get to the event in Houston, Texas, and I'm just telling you guys, that's the kind of commitment that will drive you to success faster than anything else. It's all about the mindset. If you have the right mindset and you know that you're going to be able to succeed, you know that you're going to be able to, that failure is not an option for you, which is where we start out our LSN journey. If you know that, then you need to commit to being in Orlando if you really believe that. You need to have faith. It's not going to cost you thousands of dollars when you go to Orlando. You can get to Orlando, put together a team of local people, charter a bus, carpool together, rent a minivan, do whatever you have to do to get to Orlando, Florida. Go ahead and purchase your tickets now, okay? That's where the commitment starts. It's not, well, I'll wait until I see if I'm going to go or not. No. Purchase your tickets right now and make the commitment that you're going to get there no matter what, and then worry about how you're going to get there later on down the line, because that faith process of believing that you're going to get to Orlando is where it starts. You've got to believe that you're going to get there. You've got to commit to getting there, and then you'll find out that all of these things will start to fall in place for you, that you're going to figure out how to get to Orlando if you make up your mind right now that you're going. So that's all I have to share today, Keith, and just want to thank you for the introduction there and giving me the opportunity to get on today, and we'll move on to the next person.
Awesome job, Chris. Thanks for sharing that, man. And hopefully you guys can see the trend here. It's that you got to sell out to the event. You have to be willing to do whatever it takes to get there, because lives and businesses are changed at these meetings. Now, the next person that we're going to hear from is Ashley, and I had the honor to actually hang with Ashley and Clinton in Orlando, Florida, just about a month ago. And what I love about Ashley and Clinton, you know, these people are just so down to earth. Like Cater, you said, they're just, you know, regular everyday people. Yes, they are the creators of LSN, but they're people of integrity, you know. And when you sit down and talk with them, you realize that they really have a huge vision for LSN, and they're really sold out to this entire concept. So what I want to do is hear from Ashley. I'm sure you have a whole bunch that you want to add here to this call. So when you're ready, just go ahead and take it away.
Okay, can you guys hear me okay? You good? Okay, great. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on this call. It's always such an honor to be here. I mean, so far, you guys, I mean, between the call last night, which was amazing, and then, you know, so far this Hangout today, as I was joking earlier, you guys have me excited. I want to join LSN. It's amazing what this group is doing. And to be honest with you, I know this may sound silly when I say it, but I feel more excited about what is going on with LSN now, I think, than in the launch, because right now we're getting our stride with the leaders and what the mindset is of LSN and where we can go. And, you know, in planning this event, of course, that's the most exciting thing. We're going into official launch. How can that not be the most exciting thing ever? And to see this come to fruition for us. But in doing this, you know, we thought we need a theme. We need a theme for this launch. And what we found was the theme of LSN. And that's where Elevate Your Mindset, Think Like an Entrepreneur comes from. And, you know, just a little bit of our backstory. You know, I love what Cater was saying about, you know, his story with the car. And that is the true testament of what an entrepreneur will do. If you believe it, you'll put everything you have on the line because you believe that you're going to make it and you're going to do it, and you're going to work as hard as you can to get there. And so, you know, LSM came out of our mindset as an entrepreneur and thinking that, you know, you have to work harder, but you also have to work smarter, and that there was a way to work smarter. And that's where the Lead System Network came up with. You know, there's got to be a place where all these tools can come together. That's what we wanted. You know, as entrepreneurs, that's what we needed. So that's where it came from. And so to see this group growing and this mindset and this leadership that's evolving from this, it's just, it's amazing. And talking about this event, you know, I can't reiterate what you guys said, how important it is to be at this event, because there's something that happens when you take it from, you know, emails and Facebook and even a screen. We can see each other now, but there's something that happens when you take it from the screen and it's face-to-face in person. You know, I mean, we all got to meet in Orlando. You know, we had a great mastermind meeting, and what happened there has taken us to the next level in LSN. So imagine what's going to happen with all of us are in this room, all of our leaders, you know, and we're going to go forward with the official launch of Lead System Network. And I can just tell you, there's not going to be anything like it. You can watch. Hangouts are great. Don't get me wrong. They're amazing. But you need to be there in person to talk to the person, to see the person, shake their hand, give them a hug, you know, because we are real people. And I want to meet you guys just as much as people say we're the owners. Well, I want to meet you guys because to me, you guys made the dream come true. Without you, we don't have this. So the fact that you guys are behind us and you see this and you get this, I want to meet you. I'm excited. So, I mean, you know, please share it with your teams. You know, get on Facebook, do the social stuff. You know, we're going to be putting more videos out. We're going to, you know, have the promo launch. We have all kinds of things going. And at the event, I mean, we're going to have speakers and breakout sessions. And there's going to be so much information that hits you, whether positive, whether informative, that you just don't want to miss it. You can hear it later. You can watch something later, but it's not going to be the same as being there. So, think like an entrepreneur. Like they said, do what you have to do to get there. I mean, call me. I'll be in Orlando. I'll come pick you up. That's where I'm at.
Ashley. Truly, words of that was amazing.
You may not want me to drive, though. I'm not a very good driver, so maybe call me and I'll get you. I don't know. We'll do something, but we'll walk together.
That's fun. Oh, good stuff. And to close this call out, what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to bring on one of the creators, Clinton Aragona. This guy is amazing. He's got the vision. I mean, he's working long hours. He's probably getting very little sleep. Ashley, you said you got to put it all on the line. I'm assuming that you guys are putting it all on the line. I can tell from how far LSN is already along in its journey right now, and how awesome these products are, and how amazing everything is just starting to piece together. So, Clinton, I would love to hear what you have to add to this panel today.
All right, great to be here. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, so, the theme really is about being an entrepreneur. And, there was a time when I was in a place in college when, I knew in my heart of hearts that I wanted to be financially independent, that I had the entrepreneur's mind and heart, but I really didn't know what to do. I was looking at the world for opportunity, right? And we have moved to the point to where we've owned many traditional businesses. So I can come and speak from a place of knowing when I say that I know what it's like to put years and time and energy into college thinking that, this would be something that could help my financial future. So I did put a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of effort into it. I know what it's like to have worked for other people and not feeling fulfilled. I know what it's like to invest $250,000+ into a business for it not to give you a return for many, many years. I've seen the good, bad, and the ugly, and every which way. And I have to tell you that if you're an entrepreneur and you have the entrepreneur's heart and mind, what you do is you look for solutions. You focus on the future. You focus on the positivity. You focus on how to succeed. The path to success isn't going to be laid out in front of you. But I know that when I looked at the internet, I looked at a way that we can have a business that would be able to be global. We wanted to have a business that would be able to have no limitations, that you're, okay, for example, if you own a coffee shop in a mall, what's your limitation to how many people there are in that mall, right? If you want to have a business that has a certain reach to a certain area, if it be 5 miles or 10-mile radius. So I knew that I was looking for something that had no limitations, that you can be able to get to any level that you want. And I really couldn't find exactly what it is that I wanted, but it led to years of hard work of creating LSN. And I knew that I needed to make something that, if back in the day when I was thinking like this, like looking myself, that if I saw it, that I would do it. And that's what I created with LSN. I created something that people could get involved, and they could be able to make as much money as they want to make with just selling the product alone, without even thinking about referring. That the product can stand on its own, that it could go after business people. And that is what we feel like we have done. I feel like we are taking it to another level, and we're going to be revealing some of this stuff even more so at the event. So I look forward to meeting, we have such great leaders like everybody on the panel. I hear every day from more and more leaders that are emerging, that catch the vision, that are entrepreneurs, and I just have to say that we're just so grateful and excited just to see that people catch this vision. So the idea of having the mindset of an entrepreneur is a person that knows that, hey, do you want to go spend $250,000 on a traditional business? And I mean, by all means, if that's what you want to do it. I can tell you that if I could choose between that particular endeavor, even though it was successful, and just being a representative in LSN, I would take being a representative in LSN any day of the week. And I'll tell you why. Because I know that you can be able to make $1,000 sales every week. You can make them almost every day if you do your marketing properly. And it's just a matter of letting people know what's going on. You can build a team, and it's not hard to build a team because people catch the vision. There are entrepreneurs out there. So if you refer 3 people that think like an entrepreneur, then and you teach them to find other people that are entrepreneurs, you're going to blow it out of you're just going to be out of this world successful. But you have to understand that not everybody is an entrepreneur. Not everybody initially are, and as they start to be around other entrepreneurs, they start to catch that vision. They start to think, oh yeah, there is a better life. I don't have to be a zombie. I don't have to just go through life hating my life. I can be around people that want to build and want to succeed and that want to grow. And that's what we see here is people that want to grow, people that are building, people that are having the great, amazing months. And like you said, there's no income guarantees, but you can just sit down and say, okay, if I just let people know that are already online, that are already spending a few $100s a month on these tools, that this exists, they're going to do it. You don't have to sell it. They're going to do it. They're going to catch it. And so just the very fact that the internet, it makes it easier for you to be able to, if you plug into the training, if you learn about what's going on, then you have the opportunity right there for you. So guys, I'm glad that I was able to be here today. There's a lot to be said, but the Orlando event is really, truly going to be a leadership mastermind. This is where to be a leader, you don't have to have demonstrated that you can take over the world. Being a leader is just having a correct mindset, the way you look at things. Do you identify problems and focus on solutions? Do you look towards the future? Or are you someone that's just a zombie that's looking towards the past? If you're a leader, you're looking forward. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be looking forward. We're going to be masterminding. We're already have solutions in place. Every day we have more and more exciting things, and we see more and more leaders emerging and people joining LSN. So, this is kind of a leadership mastermind celebration, a time for us to be able to get together. And I look forward to meeting everybody there. And the tickets now, we have them rock bottom just to, so people definitely should, when they log in, grab a ticket. Keep yourself accountable. Come to the event, be a leader, and we want to, we thank you for everybody's participation and leadership, and I thank you for having me on the Hangout today.
Hey, Clinton, thanks for being here. I'm glad you guys could make it with us, and I feel like this is definitely a hangout for the books here. We had an awesome call last night, and I mentioned Thomas Edison said that most people miss out on opportunity because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work, and that entrepreneurial mindset is so important. Clinton, you said something that really hit home for me, that having a coffee shop, traditional, brick and mortar type business, there's only so many people that you can service in a 90-mile radius. And when I first got started in this industry, I was with a company that didn't allow me to promote my business online. And it wasn't until I started realizing how many people I was really missing by not being able to go out there. And for such a small investment, a startup investment, of $150 to get started at the pro level, guys. I mean, you're talking, most traditional brick and mortar business owners would probably laugh if you told them that your investment to get started in your own business was $150. So, guys, there's very little overhead here. We can do business with people all around the United States and in different countries. It's just unlimited potential here, guys. The income potential is there. The leadership is there. We have this amazing event that we're all selling out to. We're all cheerleading this event, guys, because we know that businesses are changed at these events, rubbing elbows and talking with people that think like us and work like we do. And these are the people that you want to surround yourself with. And if the tickets were $500 or $1,000, which they're not, I would still find a way to pay for it, even if I didn't have that money. Just like you said, Cater, I've been in those positions before. Most of us who have made it in this industry are successful to a certain degree, have been through those tough times and have had to make those sacrifices and sell personal belongings and just do whatever it takes. I mean, just do whatever it takes to get there, guys. Have that mindset. Believe in yourself. View yourself as a unique individual. View yourself as a leader. And believe that, you are going to get down to that event, not just by yourself, but with team members, okay? So make it a goal. Put it on paper today. Don't waste any more time. Do not procrastinate, guys. That will literally kill your business. It will kill your whole entire lifestyle. What you want to do after this call or after this hangout here, just get off this hangout, grab a sheet of paper, put down on paper how many people you expect to be at that event with you. Make sure it's realistic. Of course, make it a realistic number, but make it big enough that you're going to have to go out there and do some work, roll up your sleeves, do whatever it takes to get there, guys, and it's going to be an awesome time. So thank you to all the speakers. You guys did a really great job here today. And we look forward to seeing you all in sunny Orlando, Florida.